Are you looking for answers about extraterrestrials or maybe the true meaning of life? Then you have come to the right place. Welcome to the Ivan Teller online broadcast. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for more details, please visit ivanteller.com and learn more about your galactic families.
Greetings, everyone. Thank you for joining us for tonight's channeling. Yeah, a little bit of a late start. That's okay. So, nothing new there. So, blessings all. Yeah, I've done a couple of videos of different entities recently. Wherein, Yahyel, however you word the Yahyel, how you pronounce that. So, anyway, new energies are going to be coming through. So, it's probably good we're in a good small group because we have new beings. They have to test the waters, so this is good. So, blessings all. Thank you for joining us. On the announcements, I can remember. Brain's not remembering anything, so that's about it. So, blessings and have a good webinar. We'll begin with a blessing and we'll do messages. So. Greetings to all of you. We send energies to you. Allow a blanket of knowledge to enter your soul. We are the powers. The angelic realm thanks you. And as your energies rise, you will see so much more. Nature is moving in as you speak. As you begin to heal others, you're also healing yourselves. So much love to you and dedication to you as you become more known to your other selves, your other aspects. As you gather all their energies into one consciousness and are aware of what is truly going on in your world atmosphere. Those that are not ready for these energies will begin to see their realities chip away slowly as the spirit realm opens its doors so everyone can see. Blessings to you all. There is much angelic energies here, but also visitors that you might not expect. Blessings, and we are opening the doorways for communication. Much love. Mm. Realize the clouds, the oceans, the wind speaks to you. All things of Gaia is around you, speaking to you constantly through spirit. But one figure, some are too familiar with my energies. I am what you call Father Earth. I am connected to Gaia, but this is also a Gaia family. And you are all related to us in a certain way. You've all had experiences with us in a certain way. Advancing your knowledge here in this school that is not understood by many species around your universe, but we, those of your Earth, Father Earth, the Gaia energies, we know you well. The name Gideon is a name I go by to connect to my energies. But I have others, but that one I resonate so much with. But your past lives here are building blocks. And we thank you all for having these lifetimes here, because we were with you. And we continue to live through you. But you are entering a realm of awakening. Those that have been awakened might be awakened too much to a certain degree, where their belief systems will spin out of control to a certain degree, where they have certain belief systems of your alien angelic worlds, and even that, to them, they have their rules. Unfortunately, the universe breaks those rules many times because there's so much that the human mind doesn't fully understand. And those messages will be coming through this conduit and others over time, challenging belief systems.
Nelly! Nelly!
Thank you. A rush of energy to all of you as you experience more and awaken more. Gaia will be here soon, but until she visits, I send you energies, but also a slight caution to not worry of what your world is bringing worry about, because there's much working here to keep your earth at a low vibration and not to listen to any of that. Listen to yourself, a positive self, because your guides are telling you not to listen to what the media is telling you. This is what the energies of the earth are here for. There is nothing to worry about. But to connect with that is not easier said than done. Many worry and bring this worry and manifest something to worry about. But there's ways around that. Blessings to you, society. There's so much more to come. You have no idea. Yes. Yes, your past lives, and all things will come into remembrance. And the knowledge more of your earth will come through. So much is hidden from. One moment. There's. But not last forever. One moment. There is slight interferences there. I am Scion with the Yahyel. With message to you that much of your spirit world is unlocking much knowledge to take you into the next level of a higher timeline than the one you were at this time. A more positive one, a more spiritual one. The Yahyel is here to assist much, but here we're only here for messages, and a brief one for that matter. That we will continue to connect with you and assist you in raising your vibration as much as we can to those that are ready for it. As I said earlier, I believe that was me. There's so much going on here, but for your monetary system, not too worried, but much of it will be fleshed out over time when you are ready for it to go. It will remain here and change rapidly. But at this end of the year, did not see a collapse at all, but a rearrangement of monies, yes. There is bring much worry here of that. A rearrangement, but also a new beginning for many also. A new way of looking at things. That should give you somewhat of a hint of there will be certain turbulences, but the end of the world is not coming. Yes, there's one thing I wanted to touch on. Of those, yes, this is a possibility of this being controversial for some, but maybe not. Of some feeling, ask the hard questions, but understand, ask all the questions you want. Hard, soft, whatever. What matters most is your spirit and your intentions. Is it full of love or full of fear when you ask those questions? If you're asking a question filled with fear, anger, hate, you can ask all the hard questions you want to. That does not matter. If your intentions are of love and peace, you can ask the simplest of questions, and it would matter so much more than these hardcore questions. Realize that. How are you spiritually? Where are you spiritually? That is what matters most. Are you content without worry? Because that sends out a vibration to many. Because many of worry, and you are not worried, will send them energy where they will no longer be worried. You'd be surprised how powerful that is. So it's how your vibration, what you are sending out through energy, is what matters most. Your questions are important, yes, but your vibration is more important. Your intentions is more important. And some have issues with letting go of ego now, don't they? That is hard for many. Yes, you must have some, of course. But it can consume you, as you can see by your society. It is built on ego and the wrong kind. There is a good kind. Blessings to your society. We are the Yahyel. We will be visiting you shortly again. Greetings, I am Garmin. I am part of the Unicorn Collective. We send you so much love and appreciation for you being part of this society and your soul growth here. There's so much complexity is here, but your time here would be much. You will feel it's all worth it in this time period, and especially in spirits. You will see. This is why in spirit many charge back into this lifetime because they've learned so much. Just as difficult as it might be, they leave struggling, so I'll never go back there ever again, and then they come right back because they see all the lessons they've learned, even the lessons they did not learn. Well, some need to keep coming back apparently because they don't learn anything to a certain degree. But our energies are here to bring a positivity and a relaxation to many that have stress at this time. Many of you here and those viewing this have connected to us many times, just don't remember. Oh yes, yes, you have a name from me, and if you have questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
Okay, yes. First question is from Al Warrior. He says, what is his connection with the Anunnaki?
During this time, you were much of a male energy, one of superiority, one that got things done, one that was, you can say, part of the ground crew where you would go to planets and send energy, positive energies, but also you were an Anunnaki that might have too much power for some beings to be able to handle. But yes, you were there as a ground crew to help civilization grow. And there's lifetimes where you did not do that at all. You did the opposite. But you've had many lifetimes. As for how many, around the 38, number 30, that is what I'm allowed to give you at this time. Thank you.
Okay, and the second question is, what is his connection to the angelic realm?
You've had angel lifetimes there very often. Even as an Anunnaki, you had an angelic Anunnaki on the other side. And also an angelic Zeta Gray on the other side. And there are others, but those are the two most powerful ones around you. But as for your work, other than those energies, you work with Michael very much, and an angel named Uriel. Raphael you have lifetimes with, as in human lifetimes. I believe on this planet. Thank you.
Okay, the next question is from Mike Sullivan Perea. His first one is, can you shed some light on my involvement with the hybrid program? I know I wanted a Syrian child and a Pleiadian child.
One moment. Yes, one moment. Yes, those are happening at this time. But also, yes, you're very close to this Syrian race and their hybridization program. But those hybrid children you're speaking of do exist, but there are several others also. There is more of, I believe you have 5 hybrid children.
Okay,
Yes.
and his second question is, how is my progress helping the Greys going? I can't remember my dreams.
You're helping them human themselves. They still, yes, their intellectual abilities are very strong, but they are still alien to this place. So your connection here is very, even being human, it's still very difficult for them to decipher this world to a certain extent. I believe they're, You're wondering your human ways, how you speak to people. Understand there's a lot of grays, so they all have their little projects, and you are one of them. But you also wanted to be a part of this project. How this is going well. They will have to give you an update through another entity. I can only connect you so much with them. Thank you.
Okay. And the next question is from Thomas. Have I been a part of the Orion Wars, and on which side? My mother told me long ago I was a warrior in those.
Yes, a Palladian within the Orion Wars, and a positive, but also you have reptilian aspects of yourself, of the negative to experience that also. You're experiencing many things at once. You're also part of the Syrian race during the Syrian Wars, Syrian and Grey Wars. That was one you wanted to experience, not in a negative way, but to just experience this type of, I'm going to say it again, experience. There was nothing seen like this, but with the Orion Wars, that one is very common moment. It seems like I will give you this. This has nothing to do with the Orion Wars. But the Syrian and Grey Wars was very significant for you. It was very soul-growing for you. I believe you had many Syrian lifetimes after that. I believe you were a Zeta during that lifetime, but saw the Syrians and realized how the Greys would manipulate the Syrians so much. So you have, I know that had nothing to do with your Orion connections, but your spirit is wanting you to know about that.
Okay, and his second question is, am I here to learn about love and take it with me to another planet? Also from my mother some time ago.
You are here to learn it here. But yes, take it to other places. All the feelings of love, the different kinds of love that are here, yes. But also to take it to other experiences on other worlds, yes. You are all here to do that, to a certain degree. But yes, that is one of yours.
And the next question is from Crystal Leaf Snow. How is my spirit guide Jacob helping me? Does he have any messages for me? Thank you.
Yes, he is there to give you pride, to help, to say that your life is worth living, it is worth what you are doing, you are helping others. And you're seeing that so clearly. And that is very powerful because some help others and not see that they are helping anyone. So that is, he's helping you see more of your effect on others' lives. And that is very important. Thank you.
Okay, and the next question is from Moses. What alien race am I connected with the most? And his DNA.
Pleiadian at this moment. Others might pick up other energies around you, but mostly it is Pleiadian at this time. And your infusions, I believe that was part of the question. You have many Arcturian infusions, at least around the 7%. Then this is helping you have clarity, your third eye, and to feel the angels that are around you. You might not be feeling it now, but you will once your spirituality goes in a higher degree. It is getting there. Yes, but you will be able to feel the angel energies around you and how much they are helping you. You will also hear whispers in your ear also from them, but that is only if you are up for it. They do it, but many do not hear them. Thank you.
Okay, and his second question was, who are my guides and have they a message for me?
One moment. You have a male energy named Samson. I believe his name is Moses, correct? So Samson makes much sense. Messages, I believe it was messages, correct? Messages. Do not have fear consume. Yes, fear is around you very much, isn't it? Not let fear consume you. Go by your instincts. that will bring you much happiness. Not letting fear, mostly yes, there's much fear around you. But you connect more of your spirits with instinct. You will see the fear in some ways called burn away, leave your surroundings. It will help you in your travels. That is yes, they want to make sure you hear that loud and clear. Thank you.
Okay. And the next one is for Chloe. Her first question is, did someone push my grandma Claire to make her fall and break her arm?
No, I think she tripped.
Okay.
She lost her balance, actually, which caused a trip.
Okay. And her second one, does my mom, Cindy, have any connections with Egypt?
Ah, yes. As for I don't believe they had queens back then, but some of that stature of royalty, yes. One lifetime at least. I believe you see that in her demeanor here.
Okay. And for Miguel Acosta, his first question is, I keep seeing unicorns while I'm on vacation. Any messages from them?
What a coincidence.
Mm-hmm.
One moment. Well, yes, you are part of our collective. And you connect to the angels so easily. As part of the Unicorn Collective, you're part of taking Gaia's energies to places around the world, sharing it with those that have much arrogance and anger. And this is in your past, during your wartime, your Middle Ages time period. Your unicorn energies is very powerful because there was much war, and you have unicorn energies surrounding these wars to bring a positivity, allowing angels to connect more easier with humans. It was a electrifying place, but yes, you see it from the spirit world's realm point of view. You will see all the help that was there during those times. Even now, it is still continuing. Thank you.
Okay, and his second question was, any messages from the angels or my guides?
You are following your destiny. Continue it. Listen to your gut feelings. Your intuition is correct when you have a feeling, but you question it. Do not question it. Go with it. This will help you make the right decisions in your future time. There's many decisions to be made also that you have to make in a second. And it's best to have fully a positive connection with your intuition. And you'd be surprised of the results. It's something you're not quite used to yet, I don't believe. Thank you.
Okay, and that's the end of the chat room questions. My two questions are, I'm Bianca. I wanted to know, can humans be considered elementals too?
Well, yes, you have elemental connections.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, if you wish to be, there are ways where you can connect to an elf energy more, but yes. And that will help you connect more with Agartha also. If you choose to do so, you can connect with alien, angel, elementals, or all of them. So yes, you can connect with all of them on the same level. Yes.
Yeah. I meant, can humans be considered elementals?
And you can be considered elementals. You are considered human.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Not really, unless you have ears that look strange, that are pointy, and you're very small. No, you are human, but you can still have elemental energies.
Oh, okay. And what is my connection to the Unicorn Collective, to your collective?
Yes, in this Earth's history, you connected with us very much. In the beginning, I believe during your Atlantis time period. Yes, you had much connections. I don't see you as one of us, but you did have much as an elemental, as a one moment. as a fairy and a nymph. You've had many lifetimes connecting to us. As for lifetimes with us, there's a possibility. I am not seeing it, but there is a high possibility.
Okay, thank you. And Julie, you're next.
Okay, I'm going to ask Julie's question.
Yes.
She would like to know what her most recent life is.
One moment. For that question, I believe it would be best for another entity to answer that. I was not going to plan on being here long. Another one would be here in a moment. Blessings. Much love. Then there'll be another one here shortly. Thank you.
Emily, you're next. Are you there? Okay. I think he's having issues with the connection.
Blessings. I'm here to answer that question, if that is okay.
Yes. Julie would like to know what her most recent life is.
Yes. I am Neiman from the Essassani. Blessings to you. Your recent lifetime here. One moment. You've had many lifetimes here, but the one that's significant is it wasn't just one. It was several here on this world. One was of a blonde female during your 1920s. I believe one of not much money. One that I believe was in what you call the Old South. It was of a there was much slavery around there. There was slavery. You were not one of them, but it was still being continued during that time. But I believe you went up your east coast to where it was more enrichment, I believe. You have much of a Russian connection, though. Also, I believe you were an immigrant from Russia in that area during that time. I believe you did find prosperity over time by meeting the right people. I see gambling around this area too. So it's not quite clear exactly what you were doing at that time, but socializing seems to be one of their high points during that lifetime. I believe you were a merchant who has worked for one. Thank you.
Okay, she would also like to know where she's going in Astral.
Connecting with the Palladians. See many Palladian children around you also, so it seems like you're watching over a nursery during one of their hybrid programs. He was also connecting with the Zetas also during this. Yes, teaching them some manners, it seems. At least from a Palladian's perspective, it seems like you were a teacher in Astral. For many youthful Zetas, it seems. That is very fascinating. Thank you.
Okay, Emmy, you're next. Hey, Emmy, I don't know. Okay, go ahead. That's okay. I have any just in case. Her question is, any messages from my spiritual and galactic family? And if you can include Amelia on that.
Yes, you're going through many shifts at this time. Many doors are opening with you spiritually. The blue avians are connecting to you more than usual, it seems. They're opening many doorways to your galactic past. It's still a mystery, I believe, at this time. They're still not giving you the full picture of it because they want you to discover it on your own. In meditation, you might get more of an idea, but still there'll be much secrecy there because you are not ready to see the full picture. I believe someone already has mentioned, give you somewhat of a hint, but you are of one of not royalty, that is a wrong word to use, but one of great responsibility. Interesting. With the Arcturians. I believe you're already aware of that. A high level of Arcturian, it seems like your position is. That is your message, if that was what you're looking for.
Okay, she has a second message, or a second question as well. She's been speaking owl a lot, a collective language, she thinks. What are they trying to say?
I understand they're very connected to the Arcturians. They have a strong relationship, so that is why. As for what they are saying, the Owl Collective, one moment. They're giving you strength and also knowledge of your past, but also helping you connect with others. They're helping you connect with new people. I believe you're already on this path, but it will continue to do so on how to read other people's energies as you connect to them. Will also help you with finances. That's interesting for Owl Collective to do that. That's not even in their repertoire, as you would call it. But they are assisting you with that also. There seems to be a movement coming for you. This is from the Owl Collective. One moment. You are going through a shift. I believe by late December you will see a grander shift and a positive for you. Yes, that might be some time away, but it is technically not. And a positive, many new things will be coming to your door, you can say. That's something around those lines. Thank you.
Okay, Ra, go ahead.
Hi, thank you for connecting with us.
Yes.
I have a few questions.
Yes.
My first question is, what are the connections I have with a blonde female angel named Acelia who's assisting me, and how long has she been helping me?
It seems like for many years, but you are becoming known to it just recently. She's also been around you since childhood, but never really made herself known. As for you said relationship, correct?
Yeah, my connections with her.
Yes, I believe she was like a wife to you in another lifetime. You had many relationship, brother, sister lifetimes also in other realities. You have a strong bond. Like a soulmate? Yes, very similar to that. And interesting, yes. You made a connection with her. You will help her in one lifetime, she will help you in this one. With angelic energies.
And my second question are, what are my main responsibilities in Astral?
As a guardian of knowledge, and also a communicator. A communicator to bring peace across the universe. You've seen enough, what's a good word? Drama. And you've had enough of it. So you're doing whatever you can to bring a peaceful time through the universe. Yes, you have many connections with Orion Wars. That is why. One of the reasons. There are others. Blessings.
And my third question is there anything for me to know which I'm...
I'm sorry to interrupt, but you only get 2 questions. So we're going to go on just to keep it fair. Christy,
You can always, yes, you can always ask me next time. Blessings.
Hello, Neiman.
Yes.
My first question is, the night before last, I woke up and I remember that I couldn't move, like I had sleep paralysis. Can you tell me kind of what was going on with that? What was I doing in Astral, or what was going on?
Yes, you're connected to the Pleiadians, but with the Zetas on a project, on a mission that you do not want to leave, it seems. So you're not entering your body correctly. Your body was... As you were entering your body, you were still doing many things, it seems. From what I gather, you were still not connecting properly. Because you did not... There was too many things you wanted to do, you did not want to leave. As for what you were doing exactly, that is top secret, it seems. It is not for public consumption.
Okay, all right, thank you for that. And then second question I have, what is my connection with the planet Maya as in my Pleiadian royal bloodline?
Yes, you're bringing much of that information towards you, obviously, because you're mentioning it. But this bloodline is of a positivity here in this planet, because there's other bloodlines that have certain agendas, and this one is to heal those that are being affected by this other agenda. I believe you are aware of. So yes, you brought that bloodline. I believe you brought that bloodline to this Earth. It is within the Earth's bloodline also now. And you are the ones part of its delivery here. At least one of many. You just saw what was going on as others were taking advantage of humanity. And this collective had very much to bring a positivity into this reality. Also, this Pleiadian collective you are connected to is bringing much technology to this planet at this time of positive energies, free energies. They are assisting with that very much. They're you also. You are assisting
Yes.
that.
That's why I'm so interested in the advanced technology.
Yes.
And all that, the aging, or all those things like that, the advanced technology. Am I like a blue Pleiadian, or do you see the skin tone so I can kind of connect with her more?
It is like a light blue, but these are 6 foot tall Pleiadians, sometimes 8, 9, 10 feet tall, very woman. They have blue and white to their skin, the color white, but they also have different races there: red, blue, Pleiadian. They already mentioned blue. A yellow Pleiadian there. Also, some of your Asian races are connected to this, connected to their energies. Yes, they're very close to the Asian races, definitely.
My son is Vietnamese. He's Asian.
Yes.
Can I put a request for Hayden, for a prayer request for Hayden? If I could, he's really struggling with his ears right now. Could I please have a request for?
Yes, with sent energies. Also, Michael, Archangel Michael, will bring much assistance.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Hi, my name is Stacy.
Yes.
I have 2 questions. My first question is, can you tell me what my connection is with Dr. Wayne Dyer?
Many Pleiadian lifetimes with him. I believe you were there during as he was discovering his philosophy that he ended up bringing here in this world. Ended up discovering, I believe. You've had many lifetimes in a Pleiadian experience. As for this world, I don't believe you had much of a connection here. There's a possibility of a lifetime here. I am not connecting to it. There is his family, I believe you're connected to, but not him exactly. At least on this one. But much Pleiadian energies there. Also Arcturian. He is very Arcturian also. And you were there. I believe you knew him. I see him as a child. So you were one that knew him in his infancy within the Arcturians. Yes, he was a teacher with the Arcturians, but you weren't. You were more of a friend than a student. Yeah,
Okay.
hopefully that helps.
That helps. We just felt like kindred spirits when I read his books. Like I feel
yes.
like with him.
Yes, definitely. That's from the Pleiadian energies.
Oh, okay. So my second question is, what is my connection with old Hollywood? Like the Franks, like the probably back in like Frank Sinatra, that kind of era, like Rat Pack.
Because you have an aspect in that time period.
Oh.
Yes. Not as an actress, as a. Yes, this happens often. Those that are connected to. One moment. This is what it is. You have angelic energies during that time period. So you have an aspect, well, it's technically you during that time period as an angel, assisting many during that time period, mostly because of drugs. You saw the drug card was influencing many, taking them away from their art, and you're helping them move away from that. But that was, I believe there's an aspect that is very much you involved with that. Not sure if you're resonating with that, but that is what I see.
Okay. Thank you. On to the next. I think Bianca is going to take the YouTube questions.
Yes. Okay, the first question is from Stefan DeGraff. He asked, I need help with my health. Could you look into my energy and explain why I'm in this state and possibly how to solve it?
One moment. Can I have this one's name again, please? If that is possible. Stefan?
Yeah. Stefan DeGraff?
He wants to know about his health, how to improve it.
Yes. Could you look into his energy and explain why he's in that state and possibly how to solve it?
Solving it, that is where I got the confusion. Solving it is unlikely at this time. It depends on what doctors you connect with that are familiar with what's going on. Some of them say they know what they're doing, but many do not. But it's hard to find the right one that knows exactly how to diagnose you correctly and bring in a cure. I believe you will. One moment. Yes, you will find the right one eventually, but this illness you're going through is helping you with much temperament and also giving you a new outlook on life also, and slowing you down. You've had many lifetimes where you move quickly, and this way with this, I know this is very difficult for you to live with. We understand, definitely understand. But for you going through this is to slow you down also, and appreciate the little things in life. There's lifetimes where you do not appreciate anything because you kept moving, and I believe that it was from your Earth lifetimes. So yes, I do see a cure. That is true, but it will be some time for it. Just stay positive.
Okay, the next question is from Shanmin Nolgal. They say, I was recently contacted by a gal that said she is Aurora and that I am her twin flame, Yahyel. Can this be? Thank you. Namaste.
One moment. Yes, to a certain degree, yes. It's up to you to explore that more.
Okay. And the next question is from Jess444. Any messages from my guide, Daniel, on my health status and overall healing? Much love.
One moment. One moment. I'm having trouble connecting to these questions. I believe there are some members, part of your group, that have not had their question answered. I believe they should become first before the other ones out in your YouTube land.
Okay, Amran, go ahead.
Thank you. Hello.
Yes.
I didn't get your name. Sorry.
Neiman.
Neiman. Yes. Well, I wanted to know if there's any messages on how my life is turning out right now. I have a hard time taking decisions on if I should take an education right now, because I'm very confused and just about what kind of job I should be working with. It's hard for me. I'm worrying, and I don't know
Yes.
how it will look like after this summer holiday.
One moment. For this, yes, yes, because you're connecting to spirit, but you still have to be human here, so it's hard to keep. You much rather connect with your spiritual energies, but you still have to be part of the human energies, and it's not. You're not feeling comfortable with us. One moment. I believe
It's
after
a challenge.
this. Yes, I see that. After this break, after this summer break, I believe you will connect to the right people. It's up to you to communicate with others to let them know that you are out there, that you are. I'm not sure about your work situation, but that you exist at least. That way you can have work or have what you are looking for, just to make yourself known. Even by the end of this summer, I believe you will find, yes, worry is normal. It is something that is difficult for you to let go, and that is okay. But do feel by the end of this summer, you will find what you are looking for, though. But you have to trust spirit, but also, if possible, let go of the worry. That way it can bring more positive energies to your now moment, as they call it. That is up to you, of course.
Yes, thank you. I will do my best.
Yes, do your best.
And my second question is on a dream I had last night. It was a very, very vivid dream. I always get to meet organizations, a group of people, and this time I met an organization who captured me and arrested me and put me somewhere where a woman were watching over me. They bombed the whole place, and I were running from them, and I was fighting them. I just want to know what it was all about, and why did they call me an airbender? Was that to make fun of me, or I mean, who are these people? Who were they?
And this was in a dream, correct? Yes.
Yes.
This was an alternative reality. Airbender is a name that you use during this lifetime. Not as an insult or anything like that. I would call it more of a code name than an actual name. And these are people that you were dealing with. One moment. It also seems like you're letting out much frustration also. And that is part of it. You are connecting to another lifetime, but also the frustration you're going through brought in this dream. That was from another lifetime that is not very important at this time. But because of your stress at the moment, that is what brought that lifetime about. It is up to you to let it release. That resonates with you.
Yes, I wish to release it.
Yes, that was not an easy lifetime for you at all. It will be released. I feel you letting go of it.
Yes, I wish it will be, because it was a very hard
Yes.
experience, war and fighting.
That was the last thing you needed at this time, actually.
Yes. Well, thank you very much.
Thank
That
you for
was
moving.
for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Sending you energy. Blessings.
Okay, Kimberly, you're next.
Thank you. Hello, Neiman.
Yes.
Here's my first question is this. Ever since I was very young, even in utero, I've had problems with my throat and different events in my life that have happened with my throat. And I kind of feel like there's a blockage in my chakra there. I'm wondering if I'm right and if it has to do with a past life.
Yes, it was done by. One moment. I'm hearing an echo. But yes, it was mostly male energies.
Just try muting mute your line, Kimberly, while he's answering your questions.
Okay.
Yes, it is mostly male energies that are trying to mute you. Yeah, well, yes, that goes with that. But it's mostly male energies through past lives that are trying to keep you quiet because you always have things to say and to speak your mind, which is nothing wrong with that. But when you're around in male-dominated society, so basically what happened is they force you to quiet down. They even brought much depression there. So that is why. You can bring a energy to that to release that by sending energy to your chakra, doing a meditation to release that lifetime. Thank you.
Okay, that's awesome. Thank you very much. My second question is this. I'm wondering if myself and my friend Jason, if we have had any past lives together.
Yes, you had actually lifetimes where you were the man, he was the female. One moment. On this world, interesting. During your 1920s, interesting time frame. The recent lifetime, because I feel it's very strongly here. During your 1920s. As for what you were doing during that time period, one moment. Your guides say it's not important at this time, but yes, you have a very strong connection because you're like partners of friendship. But just the trust there was always there. They will go into more detail, the details of that lifetime. When not at this time. There'll later be a better time, they say.
Okay, thank you very, very much. Blessings to you.
Yes.
Okay, Kathleen, go ahead. Are you there, Kathleen? Okay, Kathleen, you might have to text yours in the Hangout box. We'll go ahead to Nick.
Greetings, Neiman.
Yes.
First question I have is about a few weeks back, I got a couple new distant Reiki attunements. Since I've used these new symbols in my Reiki work, I've been working little by little to be a lot more public and coming out of my particular Reiki work and spirituality. My question is when I'm reaching out and I'm connecting with other like-minded spiritual individuals, how can I address or work with some of these other beings who don't necessarily have healthy relationships with their own ego? Like, what are some tips? Can I use particular colors? Can I use a particular symbol? That's happening a lot more frequent, I should say. What can I do? What do you suggest?
To surround yourself with light first. Make sure you're protected before you send others energy or assist them. But use the objects and the color that feel right for you. Connect with your guides and what is best to deal with their... Because basically you're just bringing an assistance to them. So whatever feels right with you, but make sure that you are in the right place. And the message will come directly from your guide and your higher self to assist you with this. Just trust the information as it comes through. But as I said, make sure that you have your boundaries around you. But yes, you bring much assistance to them. They might ignore it, but still, it is much helpful, at least for their guides, knowing at least that they are eventually going to be, you can say, open-minded, at least in a positive way.
So this past Sunday when I did my the astral projection workshop, was that an example of someone who didn't have a healthy relationship with their ego? And that's an example of that at that time? Let's say next time that comes across, can I project a message to that person's guides or the archangels at the time to assist with that space at that time? Is that am I allowed to do that?
Yes, you are allowed, because it will help that person, who you call, quiet down the ego and the negativity to a certain. It'll help them also health-wise, because when they're part of this negative energy, it is not helping anyone, not even themselves.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. It didn't help anybody.
Yes.
Second question, really, any messages from spirit at this time for myself or
yes. At this time, confidence is key at this time as you make these critical decisions in your life. So just follow your instincts, but also, yes, because your guides are working very strongly with you, but you're not always listening to their messages because you're still getting used to hearing them. But just to follow your instincts, always have a positive demeanor, a positive energy. As for grounding, this will help you connect with your guides better.
Is my left ear constantly ringing now more and more frequent? Is that an example for that?
Yes.
Understood.
That is just to say they're tuning you, but also preparing you. But it's the same thing.
Understood, Neiman. Blessings. Yes. Thank you.
Blessings.
Okay. Kathleen's question is, I was wondering about the young man my daughter is dating. He seems so familiar. Is he going to be someone consistent? And secondly, are there any messages for me?
Consistent it all depends on your daughter, but does not seem very likely. Because she seems to be very picky, but there's a possibility. But she seems very picky, so I don't see him being around for too long, but that is up to her, of course. As for messages, not to worry about her decision making. She is making the right decisions for herself, but you to have a positive energy to help assist her in this connection, in her decisions, meaning that you have what you call confidence in her decision making. It's like send her blessings even if you don't agree with anything she's doing. That will help you and help your relationship stay positive. even when there's not positive moments. Blessings.
Okay, and Stephen is next.
Hello, Neiman.
Yes.
Thank you. Much love. I was just gonna. My first question was, my last day at work, I had kind of just a issue. I just wonder if you had any information on it. It was Saturday night, Saturday night, Sunday morning, and I was just sitting at my job, and this Ford Explorer pulls in and stops, and this lady gets out and takes her shoes off, and then and stays there for a second, and then and so I turn around and put my lights on the vehicle, and this guy gets out the other side, this Ford and this Explorer, and then they both get in the truck and leave the area of my job. So I followed them a little bit, and then I turned right a little before they turned, and I went to this parking lot, and there's two Camaros parked there, a yellow and a blue one, and they were making phone calls and everything, and that Ford Explorer, that one that went to my parking lot, he pulled into that parking lot as well. I was wondering if you had any information on what they're attempting or what the problem, there's an issue there. Thank you.
Yeah, from the energies there, it seems like more of like what you would call it an illegal exchange, but nothing to worry about. Nothing that will affect others.
All right.
I think whatever it is, it's very small also. Nothing to worry about.
All right, thank you. And I had a very vivid dream. Thank you. My second question. I had a very vivid dream last night, where at the beginning, I came upon this garage. I was in this garage, and this dude had in a box had a whole bunch of explosives, and then we were talking with the officers or something about just stuff and everything, and told them about victimless crimes and stuff, and then so we were just talking in that garage, and then I left the garage and I started walking down the street, and then there's a motorcycle cop that was actually pulling his vehicle, and he was on the left side just pulling it. So I just kept walking up to the corner, and then all of a sudden this guy, this white dude, passing a backpack, and he looked familiar, and it's like, do I know you? And he said something like, yeah, I know you from poker. And I was like, okay. And then I walked around to the other side of the garage, and there's a fence, and there's a whole bunch of people that were over there, just I think watching what was happening or whatever. And I go over there to talk with them or see what they're doing, and I ended up shaking the hands with a couple of them, but it seemed like they were kind of hostile. So I ended up leaving that area, and then I started walking down, and I met this other dude that was walking. There's a police officer, and some reason he laid down on the grass like some shoelaces. Oh, it was like a snake looking, and like in a circular pattern on the grass, and it was like shoelaces for him, but he didn't take it. I was just wondering if you had any more information on that dream.
Obviously, you're very connected to your poker buddies, and you're all connecting in astral. Not necessarily that event happened as it did, but you're connecting to the astral, building a partnership, a friendship there. I don't believe you had actually connections before this, but now you are building friendships now. So it actually has to do with astral. It has nothing to do with that dream in general, but that is the way you are deciphering it. But you are connecting in astral very much. The Palladian, Reptilian, Syrian energies. As for what exactly is going on, you're building a friendship within other alliances also with this friends. Also, I believe you're assisting them with opening up their minds a little bit more to what you are aware of, slowly. Because there seems to be not all that awakened to what you are connected to. But also, this dream is about you letting out a lot of what is built up also. Just letting a lot of... It's like letting go your day and is formatted into this dream format. But you are very connected to those that you're They are friends. And the bond, I believe also you'll be able to become more truthful of what you are connecting with. They are becoming more open-minded. At least it seems from this energy level. Hopefully that was helpful. So,
Yes, thank you so much.
yes.
Do you have time for a couple more?
Yes.
Been on in a while, so she should get to ask. Go ahead, Amy.
Hello.
Yes.
I haven't been around much lately, and so I'm wondering if there are any messages from Spirit or Universe or...
Yes, as much worry around you, discomfort, we understand. This is from your guides. To have confidence that will all work out in the end. You're learning many lessons at once at this time is becoming overwhelming. You take your rest, you relax whenever you can, not to worry about your mother's health. I believe that's a big worry at times. Not to worry, she has many years ahead of her, maybe more than that, depending on how long she wants to continue her contract. So she's had many outpoints, but she's been changing those.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
she's doing well.
And what about
yes.
me? I'm doing okay?
Yes. Just the stress level is pretty high around you at this time. To relax more, also find things that make you happy. It seems like you're not doing that all of that much.
No.
You find things that will spice up your day, as your world says. Calls it.
All right. Thank you so much. Many blessings.
Yeah. Many blessings too.
Okay, if you have time just for one more, a member had asked 2 questions earlier, but he had one more prepared. If you have time to do that one.
Also, I think there is a member, 2 members, Symmetry and Shao, I believe. I don't have the questions.
I will try to find them. Ra, go ahead, and I'll look.
Hi, my question is there anything for me to know which I am not aware of that would benefit me at this time in my life?
One moment. Well, there are 2 things. The first one might not benefit you. It's a possibility. I've had many lifetimes within the Middle Ages on this earth, and much has to do with trust. And at this time, trust is very important. You are learning who to trust and who not to trust, and you are sharpening those skills in this lifetime. So technically, it does. Hopefully, it all depends on your perspective if that will help you or not. But that is one of your main contracts at this time. Is there another question after this? Or did that help at all?
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
I'm just looking for those couple questions now.
Those in your I am connecting to Ivan. They're in your members chat within your Google Plus area.
Members chat, Google Plus.
Your questions have been neglected.
I'll try this one from Chow. I don't know if this is hers. Any messages from my guides?
A moment. Yes, there's much advancement coming to your moment. You're also seeing things, if not now, you will be. As for your elementals, because your energy is rising up. But also you will see entities that you've been having conversation with that you don't always agree with. You'll be able to see their energy more clearly over time. Seems very shortly. You might have glimpses of them here and there. But as for what your guides say to follow your, this is a common answer, but follow your instincts. You are on the right track for what you are looking for. This is from your guides.
Okay, Xiao's second. It's just a comment to her guides. I think she's just taking a moment to mention something to them. She says this was like almost a month ago. Last night's activities were amazing. I like their sense of humor, but that still doesn't resolve what I'm actually going through right now.
Yes.
Okay, let's go on to Symmetry. So Symmetry's first question, is my cousin Sonny, my grandfather, reincarnated? If not, why is his earliest memory of the hospital where my grandfather died, a hospital he's never seen before?
I am not sure if I even understand that question.
I think he's asking if his cousin Sonny is a reincarnated grandfather.
I do not believe so, but he is connecting to his energies. He is not reincarnated, but his energy is around.
Okay, his second question. I was told I was a very powerful being. Can you give me an idea on how powerful I was?
We are all powerful. We look for power. As for Zeta, there are also reptilian lifetimes where you had a powerful, and also your Arcturian lifetimes is very powerful. But that is a very human way of looking at things. But if you're looking for power, usually reptilians are the ones that rank power. But as for powerful, there's different versions of that answer. On Earth, you had many powerful lifetimes here, but there's no reason to go into that. That is for you to discover on your own. Of nobility, you can say, in the history of your Earth. Let's put it this way: there was a Knights of the Round Table around that energy. That is for you to pick up on. Blessings. If that is all, we'll leave you. Seems to be that is all. Thank you. Yes, I've been here for quite some time, it seems. Much love to you all.
Thank you.
Blessings. Greetings. So I had to do a blessing to head us out.
Sure, I would.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Ivan. Thank you all. Turkiasutani Turkisuka Hanta, Yona Hatsuchunta, Hekataishandaya, Anataria Sututi, Nahika Sukasa, Yanetiti, Anatsukarisi Nawa, Anahata Yahonu Fukra, Ilahasushaisali Kitantina, Eta Yesurasali and Kurawa Hua, Yayaniti Rakasitian, Yakasani Soros, Runseska, and Netus.
Thank you. Blessings all. Yeah, this is one of the few nights I actually have energy, so that worked out really well. So thank you all, and next one is Thursday night. So blessings and goodbye.